Hey guys, how are you? I'm getting weird feedback, so I'm not quite sure. You'll have to let me know if I sound funny. I may take my headphones off to ignore it all and just go from there. I might switch to... Where are my other headphones? Let's try these guys. I just was doing a sound check and everything came back weird and different, so I switch to these guys today. If it doesn't. Phones on. Oh. Maybe so. Is that better? Is that better? Nope, I'm still getting feedback. Let me know if you are getting feedback. Do you have another open mic someplace? No. No. And no. Let's see. That sounds better. I'm better. Anyway. So, do you guys hear the echo? What if I just did that? That might work. There, that's better. A little better. Welcome, everybody. How are you? I hope you're having a good night. Yes, Ecamm upgraded to 4.0 today, and I've been playing with stuff. And I think I might have shifted a couple things. Who knows what I shifted? But let me just see if these guys will come on. And then I'll undo. Hang on. Then I can do this. And check sound here. Ah, there. That's better. Yay! There. For some reason, I goofed. I did something crazy. It's good to see you guys. I'm glad to be here. Happy to have you all here with me tonight. I'm kind of ragtaggy today, but that's okay. It's been a week of, I'm still struggling with Lightroom, having crazy things. But, you know, spent some time talking to somebody today and had a few ideas. So it's just a matter of what I want to do to get it done. So there's Linda and Gail and Larry. And yay. Larry's got a bug. Oh no, reverb. Yeah, I hope it's not still getting reverb. You shouldn't be now. I muted the system audio, and we'll see what happens. See if that changes anything. There. Oh, that's good. Everything's good. Anyway, Madonna's here, yay! And I sound funny. Echo. Do I still have? I don't have it. Phone's not on. Okay, I'm catching up with everybody. I solved it. Yay! Solved it. That's 2 days in a row I have in front of me the Eiffel Tower. Okay, yeah. So Larry's been sending me on Sunday, you guys. You're gonna have to catch up. He's been sending me great pictures that he's been doing, watercolors and sketches. So we'll have some fun things to show on Sunday. So it was good for a while. Now it's back again. Oh, and I'll turn this off. I bet that's what it was. I'll turn that back off. Okay, I fixed it, I think. So anyway. Back to what I was saying. Larry sent me some pictures, and then this week on Tuesday, had to take my car in for new brakes and stuff. And so Bob and I decided to take Aldo to the dog park at Point Defiance. And Point Defiance Zoo and Park and Zoo is kind of a wilderness area off of Tacoma. It's right on the water, and a big park goes in, and there's a zoo there and everything. But there's a dog park that's huge. It's like 19 acres, and all forested and everything. So we went there, and you walking through the forest, and there was a spot that we came to that I had a view of the Point Defiance park. Now let me just do something real quick because I want to try on this scene here. Get rid of some of these other pictures so you can see, so I can tell you where the inspiration came from. I'll get that one, that one, that one. So you can't see those until I'm ready to have you see them. Yay. Go back to live mode. Okay. And so I took a picture of where you can see the Tacoma Narrows Bridge from this one spot. And because I knew I was going to do this book about the man who walked between the towers, it seemed like towers were just in my area. So I took this picture, which is just on my phone, and so this is looking out south toward the south on Puget Sound. This is the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, they call it, because this is the Tacoma Narrows where it gets narrowed in. When my mom was a little girl, there was a very famous incident of what's called Caldecott, and this bridge went down in a major windstorm, and it did this whole rolling thing. But it's been rebuilt. There's actually two bridges kind of side by side there. Well, not two bridges really. They rebuilt the old one, and it's just big, wide. It's the main commute way. Larry lives over here, and Larry and Angie live on the left side of the picture. I live on the right side down. If you go down, there's a building on the right side, or not a building, but there's this piece of land where the bridge comes in, and then there's another little part that sticks out. If you go around that stick out part, and keep going down there, I live down in that area. So, but this got me thinking about the two towers, and this tower is for some reason they got stuck in my head. So I ended up doing these pictures, and I think let's see, is this the first one? Yes. So this was the first one, and I sent it to Larry because he said, "Get out of my head." That's just what he had in his sketchbook. So this was the inspiration from this one photo. There is one of them. And then that's the watercolor on watercolor paper. And then I did, I think, this one, if I get it right in the right order, I did. And then I did this one, which is Chinese watercolor on charcoal paper. And I meant to do it in charcoal, but I got distracted. And then I got the Chinese watercolor out, and I started slapping it around. And I was like, oh, and it got all wrinkly and everything. It didn't work so well. And then today I did this one, which was water-soluble pastel paint sticks done, and that was done on watercolor paper. So is the Reaper back? No. In that picture? Oh. Okay, I just see what happened. Thank you. I'm going to move this right in front of me so I can see, not forget to turn that off. So have that bridge in the same orientation and land masses. it's so funny that we were doing all that same kind of thing. So this was just total playing around of goofy things, and it kind of got me going on this whole story to fit with this. So his the thing about, let's see if I can find my information I have on the book and on the guy that did this book. Mordecai Gerstein is the name of the guy who wrote this book, and there it is. He was born November 24th, 1935, and he died September 24th, 2019. He was an American artist, writer, and film director, and best known for illustrating and writing children's books. He illustrated the comic mystery fiction series Something Queer Is Going On. He won the 2004 Caldecott Medal for a U.S. picture book illustration, and he was born in Los Angeles, California. He was also a painter and sculptor and designer, illustrator of animated films. And he was widely acclaimed for his mixed media compositions featuring fluid, pen, and ink lines. His works are considered as one of the most celebrated picture book illustrations of our time. Artists may find inspiration from his style, which combines fluid, pen, and ink lines with mixed media compositions. Anyway, and I tried to see if they had record of his Caldecott speech that when he won the Caldecott Award in 2004 for The Man Who Walked Between the Towers. And they didn't have a record of this speech I could find anywhere. But it said that he recounts the true story of a young Frenchman who walked a tightrope between the World Trade Center Twin Towers in 1974. I remember this, the year I graduated high school. I couldn't find a specific record of the Mordecai Gerstein's Caldecott acceptance speech, but it's mentioned that in his acceptance speech, Gerstein noted that Petit's own book about his walk informed the way Gerstein conceived the illustrations. He wanted to not just tell the story of the walk, but also convey the joy Petit felt when dancing on a thin wire high above Manhattan. And there are two let's see. Oh, come on. Where are they? Not that. That's not where I want to be. There are a couple movies that, if you wanted to know more or see after you see this, wanted to see, there's a movie called The Man on Wire. There's some information about it on Wikipedia. Let's see. Let me just switch to. Nope. Let's do this so you can see this. There. Man on the Wire. And it's a film that came out in 2008. And then there's another one that's on IMDb that's called The Walk. So if you're into documentaries or anything like that and we're interested, then that would be the ones you might go to. Come on. So let's do this and get back to here. There we go. And now I'll take you to the book, if I can get to the right spot. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm a little scattered, not really, but I did not expect my sound to go wackadoo. Glad I did a test, but that's the way it is. That's why we call it live. All right, I want to get your comments right here in front of me, and I want to make sure that I'm not having any reverb. Oh, okay. Interesting. Open a new tab with a picture. It gets reverb. Huh. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I've got it set. It shouldn't have reverb now. I've got that. And go to the page with the book here. There. Oh, it is. Huh. I wonder why that's coming on. It's always throwing us a curve. We just have to learn how to catch it. Exactly. I like that, Fatima. Yay. Just have to learn how to catch it. Thank you, Larry. Yes, it will work. We'll get through it. And you'll get this. We'll get the story, and that's the important part. So now I'm going to read the book called The Man Who Walked Between the Towers. And I love this book. I really do. The illustrations are phenomenal. But the way that he told this little bit of history that made it just so interesting, but still fit for anybody to listen to, but for kids to really get it, it was just a great thing. So here we go. Get out of my... There we go. The Man Who Walked Between the Towers by Mordecai Gerstein. Once there were two towers side by side. They were each 1/4 mile high, 1,340 feet, the tallest buildings in New York City. A young man saw them rise into the sky. He was a street performer. He rode on a unicycle. He juggled balls with fiery torches. But most of all, he loved to walk and dance on a rope tied between two trees. He looked not at the towers, but at the space between them, and thought, what a wonderful place to stretch a rope, a wire on which to walk. Once the idea came to him, he knew he had to do it. If he saw 3 balls, he had to juggle. If he saw 2 towers, he had to walk. That's just how he was. Hadn't he danced on a wire between the steeples of Notre Dame Cathedral above his amazed home city of Paris? Why not here, between these 2 towers? Of course. He knew that, as in Paris, the police and the owners of the towers would never allow it. He must be crazy, they would say. You'll fall for sure. And so Philippe, that was the young man's name, began to plan to do it secretly. Maybe if he dressed as a construction worker. Or, early on, an August evening, he and a friend entered the South Tower. They got a 440-pound reel of cable and other equipment into the elevator, took it to the unfinished top floors, and waited till nightfall when everyone was gone. Then they carried everything up 180 stairs to the roof. Oh my. At midnight, on the other tower's roof, 2 more friends tied a thin, strong line to an arrow and shot it across to Philippe, 140 feet away. It missed. and landed on a ledge 15 feet below the roof. Bad luck, thought Philippe. He crawled down to the ledge over the sparkling city and got the arrow. To its line he tied a stronger line, which his friends pulled back to their tower. To his end of the stronger line, Philippe tied the cable on which he would walk. It was 7/8 of an inch thick. His friends pulled the cable over to their tower, but it was so heavy that it slipped from Philippe's grip. The cable's middle plummeted toward the street, pulling the friends on the other tower to the very edge. Philippe, just in time, secured his end. It took 3 hours to pull the cable back up. Frantically, as the stars faded, they tightened it between the towers. It was just past dawn when they were ready. Philippe put on his black shirt and tights. He picked up his 28-foot balancing pole. All his life, he had worked to be here, to do this. As the rising sun lit up the towers, out he stepped onto the wire. Oh my, look at that picture. Oh. Out to the very middle he walked, as if he were walking on the air itself. Many winds whirled up from between the towers, and he swayed with them. He could feel the towers breathing. He was not afraid. He felt alone and happy and absolutely free. You have to turn sideways for this one, folks. A woman coming up from the subway might have been the first to see him. Look! Someone walking on a wire between the towers. Everyone stopped and looked up. They gasped and stared. It was astonishing. It was terrifying and beautiful. A quarter of a mile up in the sky, someone was dancing. Police saw it too. Let's see if I can. Officers rushed to the roofs of the towers. "You're under arrest," they shouted through bullhorns. Philippe turned and walked the other way. Who would come and get him? For almost an hour, back and forth, he walked, danced, ran, and knelt in a salute upon the wire. He even lay down to rest. The city and harbor spread beneath him. The sky surrounded him. Seagulls flew under and over. As long as he stayed on the wire, he was free. When he felt completely satisfied, he walked back to the roof and held out his wrists for the handcuffs. They brought him into court. The judge sentenced him to perform in the park for the children of the city. And he did this happily. Though during his performances, some boys playing on his wire jerked it and Philippe fell, but caught himself. Now the towers are gone. But in memory, as if imprinted on the sky, the towers are still there. And part of that memory is the joyful morning, August 7th, 1974, when Philippe Petit walked between them in the air. I love that book. Oh, my goodness. I think it's such a good book. This is one of them. I'll go back. Oops. No, not that. And, that goes back to... There, the end. That illustration that's on the cover of the book is just so amazing. And that's the man who walked between the towers. I love it. I love it. What do you guys think? Check it on the comments here. I'm glad you did. Love this guy, yes. Oops. There, I got that. Some reason System Audio keeps wanting to stay on, and that's what's causing the reverb for me today. I'll have to investigate that one. So, then I had another book by him. I had this one I had checked out of the library, and it's overdue. So, you get to hear that one too. And it is called The Boy and the Whale. Nope. I am there. Here it is. Okay. This is called The Boy and the Whale. Put myself down in the middle of the page so you don't get in the way. And this is just again his illustration. It's one that he did all himself. You can see the it's just that theme. Water, trees, towers, all this kind of stuff. This has just amazing kind of work in it. So this is called The Boy and the Whale. Every day, I loved to watch the sun rise out of the water. One morning, I saw something in the water. That's a whale out there, said Papa. It looks dead. We jumped into our panga for a closer look. Look at this way of looking out of the water. Oh, no, Papa. He cursed the whale with words I'd never heard him say. It's tangled in our net, our only net. I hope we can save it. Save the whale, Papa? No, my son. Save the net. The whale is dead. We dived into the water. I had never been so close to an animal so huge. Wrapped by the net in a hopeless tangle, the whale must have died, unable to move. I had been tangled in a net once, too. I almost drowned. Papa saved me. The whale's closed eye was as big as my head. And then it blinked. And I had to breathe. So did the whale. Papa! I gasped. The whale's alive! Just there, but our net is ruined. And we have no money for a new one. He turned the boat toward the shore. Maybe, he said, we can try to fix it. To fix my uncle's old net and borrow it. But what about the whale? I said. The whale? Maybe we should free it, I said. Do you know, said Papa, how difficult and dangerous that would be? But it might live. It destroyed our net, said Papa. How will we live? I'm going to go see my uncle. Forget the whale and don't do anything foolish. Yes, Papa, I said, and I looked back out at the whale. I remember being caught in the net, feeling helpless and the awful fear. What does the whale feel? It's so big. I couldn't free it myself if I tried. Papa would be very angry. I stood there for a long while. Then I jumped into the panga and headed for the whale. I had to try. I took my fishing knife, hoped the whale would slap me with his tail, and dived in. I began to cut away the tough plastic netting. There was so much of it. Maybe Papa was right. I dived and cut and dived again. If only I didn't have to breathe. I was getting tired. How much longer, I wondered, could I do this? Whale, I thought. Do you have a name? Mine is Abelardo. I'm so very sorry about the net whale, but fishing is how we live. Do you know I'm trying my best to save you? But I don't know if I can. When I looked again into the whale's eye, all I saw was my own reflection. Don't die, whale, I'm doing my best. But then, the net began to drift loose. Out of the water, I worked at pulling the net away from the whale. I filled the boat, but there was still more. Then I saw the whale move a flipper. And all at once, the whale was free. It sped away from the boat and I cheered. Goodbye, whale! Goodbye! It dived and disappeared. It burst out of the water, leaped into the sky, and spun around, crashed back into the sea, and out again. The whale slapped its tail and leaped again and again, forward and backward, higher and higher, on and on. Are you dancing to thank me, whale? Or just for the joy of being free? I watched the whale until it vanished from the sea into the sea. Papa was watching too, waiting on the beach. I went to face him. You actually did it? He said. Yes, Papa. You disobeyed me? Yes, Papa, I said. It was incredibly foolish, said Papa. And it was very brave. Now come. My uncle's neck needs fixing. Yes, Papa, I said. And that is the end of this one. There's a video that can be seen at the Great Whale Conservancy. Oh, Conservancy. Conservancy. It says the Great Whale Conservancy. Great Whale. Let me see if he's got the right. Great. Is it Great Whale Conservancy? That's they have it spelled wrong. Conservancy. That's supposed to be conservancy. Yes, and it says it was, but I didn't see the site does not say anything. But that's that. You guys liked that one too. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Where am I? There it is. Yes. Anyway. Thank you. Feedback. Echo. Again. Echo. There it is. Oh. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Feel it? Yeah, I did that on purpose. No, not really. Oh, Dennis shared the nitrous oxide. Very sweet. Yes. I had it the sound level sitting right in front of me, but did I check it? No, I got into the book. Crazy. Okay, well, by Sunday, I will have this thing figured out as to why all of a sudden I'm having this strange reverb going on, what I did to alter things. I'll have to figure that out. But, all right, I'm glad you guys didn't run away screaming. Probably just had to put earplugs in. So, but that's my stories for tonight. So, like I said, he did a lot of flowing with pen and ink and kind of thing. So, see what you come up with for Sunday to send me. I've got like my watercolors. I also did some Suminagashi ink stuff on at Tarts on Monday, so I'll have some stuff to show you. But I hope we see some stuff on Sunday for story and art and share and tell. But this author illustrator, his work is so beautiful, and I love that in each book they always had a page that was just a big double spread of the illustration. Just gave you time to breathe with the book. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry about the reverb on that last one. Didn't catch that, but I will watch on that and see what I can get to straighten it out with. So, you guys, until next time, though, I hope you all guys have a good rest of the week. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. And I think, what is the place to send the artwork to? My Good Images by Gretchen at iCloud.com, and with live art, live art in the subject line, please. Yeah, there we go. I got it. Just put it in. Images by Gretchen at iCloud. I got my name spelled right tonight. Live art in the subject line, and then that I get them and I sort them out and I can put them into scenes and we can take a look at what everybody's been doing. If you add it to the email, if you have any little blurb that you want to put on about it, then I can cut and paste that in a text overlay, and then we can see what it's all about, see what you're working on and ideas. But yeah, so this book for the two towers, it was when I had decided to do this, and then we went on to that dog park just on a whim because the car was going to take much longer. Brakes on a little Mini Cooper are not cheap. Whew, boy. And since we were going to be gone most of the day, we figured we'd head over there to Point Defiance, and then we went to the antique sandwich shop, which is very cool, and that was a whole nother fun thing. But having known that I was going to do this book and having started researching, and then to see the towers of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, and recalling my mom telling me the stories when she was little, when Galloping Gertie went down. And if you ever want to Google something to watch something spectacular, when the bridge called Galloping Gertie went down in a windstorm, it was in Tacoma. It was pretty amazing, but yeah, it's like a roller coaster. The whole, and that's about a mile stretch across there, that part of the sound, and so yeah, it's always been there. Anyway, you guys, thanks so much for being here, and everybody, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I apologize for the reverb. Work on that. And until next time, though, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around, and the first place you'll find it is when you look in the mirror. The second place you'll find it is in this group of people, and then go out and spread it around and find it every place else. I'll see you next time. Talk to you later.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we would just lay downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard.
problem. Night, everybody.